going to come forward and then back, and then just drop into the centre. From there, we're just going to rock forward and back. So let's get this lumbopelvic area nice and warm before we start concentrating on exercises. So we've got abs, abdominals, and back. Okay. Right, so just place your hands somewhere onto your ribs and circle them. So as you're circling, notice that again, use your camera as a mirror, right? So you can just look and make sure your shoulders are not growing around, and then the other side. Well done. Nice. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let's just do a little bit of some breathing techniques before we move on. Remind ourselves, sometimes those that are come to Pilates every week need to be reminded about breath work. So right hand onto the ribs, left hand onto the temple. Relax the shoulders down. Close your eyes. Take some deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. In through the nose and out through the nose. I want you to just put in your mind into this mind-body connection to what's happening under your right hand as you move in. You can feel your ribs expand. And as you breathe out, you feel them fall back into their place. And then onto your left hand, you can feel the air in your tummy expand. And then as you exhale, you just feel everything feel nice and strong. So your abdominals hip bone to hip bone. Nice and braced and engaged. So deep engagement into the abdominals. So breathing in and then breathing out. And again, breathing in and breathing out. Holding that abdominal area nice and strong. Place your hands down into a dart position. You're going to lift your right arm up and take it into the corner. Okay, so rather than just go into a V, I'm always pushing back slightly, so I want to open up the chest. And again, so through into a V, through into V, and then open door. So you're going to take the hand, you're going to push it behind you, yeah? Like you're opening your door. Functional movements, guys. And again, so round we go, open, and then round we go and open. And then take it down, and then down onto the other side. Lovely. And then circle round, over on the right arm, and then over onto the left arm. Okay, so I'm going to do the right arm up, and then a left arm up. And then I'm going to do a right arm open door, and I'm going to do a left arm open door, and then we're going to come down into a diagonal. Sweep it down, and then 2 big circles. So one on your right and one on your left side. We're going to do spinal rotation, so hands together. Now as you're turning right to left, you're going to keep your hip bones nice and square. So you're not turning, yeah? Not this. So turn, over, and through. So hip bones are square. One more time. Keep your mind on keeping your hip bones square, taking your right hand down towards your right knee. Again, this area is square. You're not pushing it away. It stays here. Lift up. Other side. Again, just thinking about this, but staying nice and strong and centered. So you're working, tipping the ribs over into that lateral flexion. So as you come over to your left side, the work begins as you lift up. Yeah? So over and lift. Yes, and again, over and lift. Lovely. Pick your arms up into a front raising. Exhale down. And again, inhale and exhale down. One more time. Then you can place your hands back down into dark pose. Feeling the over your right shoulder. And again, turn and then look over into your left shoulder. And again, over we go right, and then over we go left. into the center. You're going to dig down into your right elbow. You're digging down. So again, you've got rotation with your spine. So we dig down right and dig down left. Then the center, you're going to open the chest. Yeah? Close, open it again. Open. I'm going to do 3 digs on my right. 1, center. 2, center. So you've got the weight of both arms, and then open. And then the other side. 1. That's it. Nice and strong. Dig it down. Lovely. And then open your arms. And then in and close. Let's do this from the very top. So let's take the right arm up. Let's do that right arm again. Let's do the right arm into the low rotation and then circle. Take your hands together, elbows wide, rotation right to left. Go over to right and then left. And again. And we're going to do the same onto the left arm. Okay, so arms down. So the left arm is up into the corner. The left arm is open door. The left arm is taking down. And the left arm is circle. Then we're going to go into the rotation. So rotation right and rotation left. And then over to your right and then over to your left. Now stay in this position. 3 digs down. 1, lift it up. There's the hard bit. Yeah. 4. The weight of both arms into the center. Open the chest. And then over to the other side. 1. And 2. And 3. And open the chest. Lovely. Bring the arms in and lower. Guys, we're going to roll down. So coming down into a little extension. And pushing the hips back. Lengthening the spine. And then I'm going to curl it up into a flexion. And again, I come down into an extension. And then up into a flexion. And then away. Extension. And then away. So I'm going to let go. So I'm going to take a few lengths and roll back up. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Shoulders back and down. Lift up through these arms. And take an extension. There, I'm doing an arm extension, and I'm pushing back, hyperextension. Bring it to the top. Bring the arms down in front of you, rather than out to the right. Roll it down, coming into an extension, and then into a flexion. And again, into an extension, and then flexion, rolling it up and through. Shoulders back and down, lift up through those arms. Coming into a back extension, come up to the top one more time. We're taking your hands down, follow them down the body, down onto the thighs, and into an extension. And then chin to chest, rolling it up and through. And then keep your hands down into that dart position, and then we're going to square hips, over to right, and then over to left. And again. Over to your right side, and then over to your lovely. I want you to tap forward on the right, and then come in, and then tap forward on the left, and then onto the side. So I'm just now working through this lumbo-pelvic area. Back, and then the other side. Okay. You're going to come up onto the balls of your feet, and lower. And again, up, and lower. 2 more. Lift, and lower. Calf raise, lift and lower. So right foot, 1, right foot again, 2, right foot again, back, onto calf raise and lower. 1, 2, 3, calf raise. Okay, we're going to change it. 1, my calf raise becomes a squat. Okay, now squat, down, prayer position, and lift. So bring my hands forward, little prayer position and lift. Yeah, down into your seat. So notice my heels are not coming off the ground. Then onto your left side. 1 and 2 and 3. 4 squats, hands together, prayer position and release. Okay, 2 more, and then we're going to cut down these squats. We're going to just do 1. Okay, so the right leg, so it's 1 and 2 and 3 and squat. Other side, 1 and 2 and 3 and squat. Okay, let's take away the step back in. It's 1, 2, 3, down. Yeah, and again, 1, 2, 3, down. What's time? So when I come down, 3, push those hips back. Good. Keep those head, neck, and shoulders up. 1, 2, 3, and down. Lovely. Lift the arms to a V. And bring them down behind you into a W. So notice, not here. Notice I brought my elbows back. So I'm pulling back, shoulder blades. So I lift up, and then I lower down. Okay? So V to W. V to W. Take it back up to V. Close the arms up just slightly, and then coming into a lateral flexion. And okay, taking the arms down, circle around on the right, circle around onto the left, and then taking your band. Take your band or your towel, right? Band or towel, really doesn't matter. So you think, oh, I have got a band, I'm just going to have to open the loft for it. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to keep a little bit of tension on the band, not a lot, right? Not out here, just a little bit of tightness through the band. Okay. Or the towel. So if you've got a towel, you're not allowing the towel to slack, yeah? Keeping a little bit of support there. All right, I'm going to lift up to the top, and I'm going to go back into a back extension. So notice, pulling back, over we go. And then up to the top. Now into that lateral flexion, over, and over. And again, you really feel it now through the waist. All right, now I'm going to do a VW. This time I'm going to bring the band in front of me. Notice band in front of me or towel. Lift up and then behind you. So lift up in front, lift up behind, lift up lateral flexion over. So we're working the posterior deltoids, we're working the weight and the muscles in the waist into the obliques. Yeah, and we're working through the lats as well, the latissimus and the dorsi. So let's put them together. So 1 and 2, lateral flexion, right side and left side. Okay, and again, VW, VW, inhale, exhale, lateral flexion. Over we go. Over. Okay, I'm going to keep the band nice and wide, and I'm going to roll down. So I'm going to bring the arms down. Okay, as I come down, I'm going to show you from my side. I'm coming down, and I'm going to roll all the way down to the floor. Now, if you can't get to the floor, that doesn't matter. Again, I don't want knees locked out, okay? Nice and soft. Yeah. Lift up and through. Now, as I lift up, I'm going to take the arms, I'm going to come out into a diagonal. Yeah, I'm into a diagonal on my right. Up to the top, roll it down. And then you're going to go into a diagonal onto your left. Still keeping those shoulders under contraction. And then over to the left. Right, up to the top, and then roll it down. Let's just do it one more time. So roll it down, Inhale, exhale, pick it up. You've got that rotation. The arms back, and then we go over to the other side. Okay, and take it down. Just take it down in front of you. We're going to halo around the head. So I'm going to lead with my right arm. I'm going to follow it round all the way and back. So think, and then the other way. So think about making a circle. Okay, and that's it. So stretch away, open through the chest, open the shoulders, then back around. One more time. Round we go. Okay. Get up to the top. Let's put this all together. So roll down. Roll it down, all the way down as far as you can. You may be able to come a little bit further now. Roll it up, go into a diagonal over onto your right. Up to the top, roll it down. Roll down. Inhale, exhale, roll it up. And then up into diagonal. Bring it down in front of you, right hand leads. Round we go. And then onto the other side. Round we go. Okay, and again. Round. One more time. And okay, BW, up to the top. Take it down in front of you. Lift it up. Take it down behind you. Lateral flexion, right, left. Okay, take it down in front of you. It's your last one. Take it down behind you. Take it up, lateral flexion. Over the top. Over the top. And release. Just release off the band, just let it go. And just unwind it from your hands. Put it down to one side. Okay, just down into one side. And then just take the shoulders around. Take the right arm across. So let's just loosen off those shoulders. There's a lot of work on them. So just that band, pulling on that band a little bit. You're firing these muscles up the whole time, you know. You don't have to pick up heavy weights. You're working on the whole time. Let's open the chest. Hands just at the lower part of your back. Hands together. Move on. Standing nice and tall. Lunge your way to the right side and then back in. Over and back. Lovely. I'm going to stay on this side. 1. And stay on this side. 2. And stay on this side. 2 more. 3. Last time. 4. Stay here. Take the left arm over and stretch over and release that. And again, so stretch into that right leg. Now, my right arm, I've got room here, going to come up and through and over the top. And I'm going to bend into that knee, pendulum, over the top. Now lift the arms up to center, step that foot back in, palms down and rotate. You're going to rotate right. And then rotate right. And then rotate right. And then rotate left. Lovely. Hands down, lunge over for 4. 1. And sit. Lovely. 2. 3. You're going to stay over on this one. Stay over. Take the right arm and reach. And come back up. Yeah? And again, over and reach, bend into that left knee. Okay, now we're going to do the pendulum arm. So we have up and through, glide and over. Yeah. Up and over, and through, and slide. And bring yourself in, palms facing up. Hips are square, and then we rotate. So I've taken the palms up on this one because you get better engagement through the back of the shoulders. Still remaining on the shoulders, hands down. Step back right and bring that in. Step back left. I'm going into a calf stretch. Yeah, back we go. So it's a dynamic calf stretch. Back we go. Now you're going to go back on the right and hold. The arms are going to come up. Inhale to exhale. And again, inhale. Now, as I exhale, I'm going to turn. So my right arms come back, so I'm in that position here. I'm just turning over the side. Then I bring it over to meet the left. Over the top and to meet. One more time. Over the top. As I meet, I'm going to bring that foot in. I'm going to go back on the left. One, then back on the right. Two. Right, so really plant that heel down into the ground. So you pull it in towards the ground, yeah? Don't stay onto the ball of the foot. Down. Hold that here. Lift up. Breathe in. Keep that heel anchored down onto the ground. Last one. Lift up. Turn to your left. Open. And then close. Bring it over. Yeah, over the rainbow. Open. And close. Last one. As you come into close, you're going to bring that leg forward. Arms are closed. Open the arms, but then float it forward and open it back. And again, float it forward and open back. 2, 1, and 2. And then that rainbow, which we did earlier in the calf stretch, just going to take it now horizontally over the body. So over the top of the head. One more. And look around those shoulders for 2, 1, and 2. Over your right shoulder, as you settle your shoulders down away from your ears and over your left shoulder. And over we go, right. And guys, if you roll your mats out, I will get the mat together. Right, so just take the mats out, and then we're down floor work with our ball. And I've always got enough, we have enough room, time for the band as well. But just take them both down onto the floor with you. Just take your time to get settled, no rush, no rush. Okay, all right, so shoulders back and down. Do what you can do on the mat. I'm going to give you modifications, yeah, so you've got options all the way through. And this bands or towels or balls is absolutely up to you if you choose to do it or not. So, shoulders back and down, let's roll it down. Roll it down, walk your hands away from you. Let's stop into a little calf stretch first. A little calf stretch. You're going to walk the hands away from you into a high plank position. Drop the high plank position. I'm going to drop the knees down and then going to lower down the chest. Then I'm going to lift up into cobra, stretch the muscles in the tummy. If this is too high for you, you can stay here, yeah, or lower, up to you. And then you're going to push back onto the knees and you come into your child's pose. So, tuck the toes underneath you, push yourself up into calf stretch. Okay, so calf stretch. Walk your hands forward to come into a high plank. Drop to the knees, rock the chest. Inhale, exhale, lift up into cobra. Stretch the muscles in the tummy, or you could do swan, all right, into swan position. Inhale, exhale, push back into the knee, onto those knees and into child's pose. Okay, before we move on, let's take our hands back under all fours. All right, going into an extension and then a flexion. And then into an extension. All right, I'm going to start basic and I'm going to put things together. A little bit different. So I always talk about different planes of movement. Right? So 3 dimensions. We're going sagittal, frontal, and rotation. So there's my forward and back. Forward and back. Into my Superman. So I extend my opposite arm to opposite leg. Now as a beginner, you may feel that you don't want to take the hand and foot away from the floor. And you're just going to slide it and keep that contact. Or you can slide it and then release that contact. Okay, so I'm in sagittal plane at the moment. Now I'm going to change it. So I'm going to come up and I'm going to open the arm and open the leg. I'm going to come in and close. All right, the other side. 1, open, in. It's definitely where you need more room. So it's 1, open. So now I'm working into frontal plane. So I'm hitting the glute med, yeah, the glute medius. So rather than maximus, I'm coming into the medius. Now I'm going to change. So I'm going to come up, I'm going to come open, back in, touch the foot, rotate, lift away and lower. All right, so now we've added in rotation. So it's 1, open, 2, 3, rotation, touch the foot, take it away and lower. Yeah, so 3 movements in Superman. Sagittal plane, frontal, take it in, rotation, in and lower. And any time you want to take any of those away, let's go into basic Superman, yeah? Open, close, rotation, in and lower. Okay, wonderful guys. Let's come into our child's pose. All right, slide yourself forward. Let's go into a little plank position. I'm going to start on my forearms. Start my forearms. Tuck the toes under and then go into a free. Okay. So, I'm going to put you in this position first rather than here. You're just going to come down to it. Okay. Curl the toes under. Notice that the plank is nice and straight. I'm going to touch down right. I'm going to touch down left, and I'm going to touch down 1 for both legs, and touch down 2, yeah? And again, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Last time, we're nearly there. 1, 2, 3. Okay, drop the knees, sit back. There we go. Wonderful stuff. So let's come into a seated position. Okay. Let's sit round onto your mat. Carry forward, best one. We're doing okay on time. I'm doing okay. I'm going to turn just so you can see where I'm going on this one. I'm going to place myself up rather than sitting upright, and this is where you can use your mini ball if you want to. All right, so you can if you want to. It's absolutely up to you. So we'll try it with, and then we'll try it without. Right, it makes it a little bit different. So I'm coming to a V position. All right, I'm back in this V. The moment we're in V, we're really engaging the deeper core muscles, without moving our arms or our legs or anything. But take the arms away from the shoulders. And lift the right leg into an extension about 45 degrees, and then lift up. And again, it's like a little lift there, keeping the knees parallel. You're not kicking the leg. Take that away. Okay. 1, 2. Lovely. Bring the arms in, and then you're going to twist over one side, and then you're going to twist over to the other. And again, the Russian twist. Over those digs in the elbows that I did with you standing, and just repeating them down onto the mat. Yeah. And again, down we go. All right, from the top. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, and 4. Hands come in, dig down 1, over the top 2, 3, and 4. Okay, that's with the mini ball. Take the mini ball away a moment just to try something, right? Just try it and always go back to the mini ball. So, pull your arms away from it. So, sequence is going to stay the same. But come back slightly into that V position. The only difference is we don't have the ball now. Lift up on one leg, so stay here. Lift up, drop down, and drop down. Okay, so I'm in a V. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hands in. Take it over for 1 and 2. Okay. Center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lift up and away. Lift the arms and fold forward. That's a real tough one with the teaser, a single leg teaser, but a bit of a teaser, Pilates teaser, and a Russian twist. Pop the ball, if you have a ball, between the knees. Come into the edge of your mat. The edge of your mat. We're going to do a little bridge first. So there's a basic bridge. So bring the feet in, lift the pelvis, and then lift up. Now, if you haven't got a ball, they will look the same. Just with the ball, just squeezing the ball. So go high into hip bridge, and then down. And again, high into hip bridge, and again. So real strong engagement in those glutes, and lower. Okay, we're going to go into a stretch now. Lift. And then vertebrae by vertebrae, come all the way down. Lift the knees away, the feet away. No tabletop, and then just relax it off. Coming over one side, and then over to the other. So you've got a nice lower back stretch. One more time. Nice breath. Center. So abs and back. Take the ball away. Face the feet down. Bring the ball at the back of your pelvis. And back into the pelvis. Take your arms open for stability. You haven't got a ball. You're just going to lie down flat into neutral on the mat. You're going to come into a little tabletop position. So tabletop, just going to tap it down. Okay, so just tap down on the right and then over on the left. So notice that nothing is moving in this section. When we talk about square hips, keeping everything nice and strong. Okay. I'm going to change a tabletop to a scissor. We're going to try this one together. Okay, so scissor and tabletop. So I come into scissor. So I'm going to lift my right leg and lengthen my left leg. So that's my scissor position. But rather than crisscross, as we normally do, I'm coming back to tabletop to close. Okay. So it's open to close. Yes, so, and again, open and close. And again, open and close. Lovely. 2 more. 1, close, and 2, and close. Bring those knees into your chest. Hold your hands over onto your knees and relax. Take the feet down onto the floor. Lift yourself away from the ball. Picking your hand away. Okay. From there, I'm going to place my hand just onto the ball into my tabletop position. Okay. My other hand is going to come to support my head. Right. So from here. So I'm going to lift up my head. I'm going to support my head by the. You don't want to lift your head, neck and shoulders, you don't have to. It's engaging the muscles around the ribs, yeah, into your abdominals. So I'm going to lift up, okay, from here, I'm in a tabletop position. I've got my ball on my right leg against my thigh. I'm just pressing into it there. That leg's not going to move. I'm going to take my left leg, I'm going to scoop it, lift it, and lower. It's kind of a scoop, lift, and lower. Yeah. Anytime you want to take your head, neck and shoulders down onto the mat, please do so. Okay. Change sides. So we go scoop down, lift and back. Yeah. Scoop down, lift and back. This is the hard part. 2 more. Down, lift and back. Last time, down, lift, and back. Take your head, neck and shoulders down onto the mat. Take your ball between your knees and just moving your feet. This is not about tabletop now, this is about relaxing. And there we go, 45 minutes, nearly up. We run out of time again. It's so quick. About keeping things creative, giving as much variety as we can as I can into the class. Taking you guys and just so much energy, taking the ball away from you. Step back a little bit. Okay, I'm going to take the ball behind my head. My knees are bent. I'm going to lift the ball up and lift my head, neck, and shoulders, and get that leg wherever you can. Taking it back. You haven't got a ball, don't worry. And then lift it up. Then that leg. So I'm bringing the ball towards the knee. And back. And again, up and over. As high up as you can. And back. Last time. High up as you can. Lift and squeeze, touch. Let the ball go if you have a ball. Taking your knees into your chest and then cross your feet and then just make some circles. Just giving yourself that back. And then run the other way. Okay. Take the feet down onto the mat. Place one ankle over the knee. Place your hand there. Goes right or left. It doesn't matter, we're going to go both sides. And press that knee away. You can feel the stretch right into the adductor, yeah, and the glute there. Press away. Okay. Then from there, just lift it up. So there's your glute stretch. If you find it more comfortable to do that, then you can do that or that. Yeah, or that. Right? Absolutely, that's good. Lower that down, take that foot away, take the other foot over. Take the right hand and then press the inside of the hand. Stretch, couple more seconds. Take that hand away. Lift up into your glute stretch. Remember, you can do this, yeah? You can do this, or you can do that. Wherever you're most comfortable. It's about the stretch, not about the body position. Take the feet down, slide them away from you. Hands just at the back of the head, lift up and look down towards your feet. There's a nice neck stretch there. Still working through abs. And then turn and then look down one side of your body. Turn and look down the other side of your body. Into the center and relax. Give yourself a full body stretch. Arms above the head. Stretch away. Roll over onto your tongue and roll it over onto your hands at the side, coming up into the cobra. Just stretching through those abdominals and then push it back towards your child's pose. And lift away from the heels, tuck your toes under, and then lift up. Long downward facing dog. Half stretch, walk your hands in towards, so your feet in towards your hands, or your hands to your feet, I really don't mind. And wherever you are, yeah. Rolling up to the top. That's it. And when you're at the top, just let your shoulders around, loosen your way. All right, take your right arm open. Your right arm's open door.